what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel today. If you enjoyed this review, please drop a like. Please subscribe down below. I appreciate all the support from everybody. And as you can see, we have another normal orange Nike flip-top box here. If we flip it around, this is another pair from that Nike Air Max 90 Premium pack, which was the City Pack. You have a black speed yellow smoke gray color. USD was 140, men's size 13. This whole pack, I believe, released on February 10th, 2020, and they all retailed for 140. And this is what we are looking at here today. This is the New York pair. So we're going to start here with the New York pair, which was dedicated to the FDNY, the Fire Department of New York City. There was 4 other sneakers in this pack. One you will see here is the London pack, which was dedicated to the postmen and postwomen of the London Postal Service. You had the Shanghai, which was dedicated to the 2 top delivery or courier services, I believe, in that region. You also had the Tokyo pack, which I reviewed previously. So if you want to actually watch that review instead of just listening to this little slide about how it's about an ode to Tokyo's taxi drivers and construction workers, you can watch to the end of the video, and then up here on the left you will see that review. Click on it and go watch that. And then the last pair was the Paris pack, and the Paris pack was an ode to, I believe, the bakers of Paris, you know, desserts, treats, breads, stuff like that. And getting into today's review, we will keep looking at these in detail. This is the FDNY. Me being from New York, I grew up there during some hard times. I was there when 9/11 happened. I had friends who were volunteer firefighters. I had a friend who volunteered with the Irvington Fire Department, which isn't too far from Yonkers, New York, right outside the city. I had another friend of mine who actually helped clear some of the rubble after 9/11 during that time. So FDNY is a big thing for New Yorkers. It's a big thing for me, especially going through that time. And I'm really glad they chose to honor them, not just the NYPD, but the FDNY really deserves a lot of commemoration for what they've done in the past in my life, from what I've experienced as a New Yorker. And that holds true to me in a way. It's a little more personal than the Tokyo pair, obviously, because I'm from New York. So other than that, we will look at these in a little bit of detail. We have a windbreaker style material here. You have FDNY across the tongue there. On the lace tips here, you actually have a little bit of a design that looks like it was supposed to be fire, because firemen, stuff like that. So I like how they did that little detail. The Tokyo pair did not have a detail like that. You had this flat wax style lace similar to the Tokyo pair as well that I reviewed. You have this bright vault green, which would resemble a fireman's, I guess, suit. That's what I'm assuming, especially with that kind of pattern there. You have the matching red Air unit right down here. Air Max across that blacked out unit there. The material on the upper here is a very stiff leather. So this isn't like, this is pretty nice here, but this is pretty stiff across this panel. And then this leather here is stiff as well. You have blacked out eyelets, and then you have a nice canvas rough style material here. These feel like they're going to be a durable Air Max. They're easy to wear. You could always swap out the red laces, guys, and throw in a simple black pair, or even throw in like a gray pair of laces, and they might not be as, you know, pow in your face, because of the red kind of makes them pop a little bit more, and you already got the vault on there. So if you want to settle these down a little bit with some gray laces, it would work nicely. Flipping around the back, you have 90 on the back. Now, I'm not quite sure where they were going with this one, because we're dedicating it to the FDNY, and it's the entire New York City Fire Department. I'm assuming they didn't just single out a single fire engine. And there is, ironically, an Engine 90, which I will leave a photo right here. Engine 90 is out of White Plains Avenue. That's in the Bronx. That's one of the boroughs of New York. If you guys did not know, the 5 boroughs, for some people always think outside of New York like Harlem's a borough. It's not, guys. The 5 boroughs are Bronx, Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island. So you got 5 boroughs there. And the 90 is actually out of the Bronx for the Engine 90. So I'm assuming they just put that there because of Air Max 90, not just the specific engine from the Bronx. So, and going around here, we got that gray painted there on the midsole, black right there on the midsole with the accent. Under the tongue here, like the Tokyo pair, you have New York City. On the other shoe, you do not have the 90, you just have the Air Max right here. Underneath this tongue, you also get New York City stitched in there in that yellow. There you go. And the insoles are exactly the same, but I will bring one up so you can show you some detail. I think that's really about it besides what I've shown you guys. Yeah, that's the last real detail on the shoes. which is a fire extinguisher on the insole, which has air at the bottom, and it says the Bravest Nike check, or Nike swoosh up top. I know people want me to stop saying check. I say it every now and then. I am sorry. And I think it's cool how they did that. I like the fire extinguisher. I like how it's a simple insole. The Tokyo pair was really cool, though, because they had the city in there. So it would have been nice maybe to have a little New York City building scape in there. But I like what they did with the fire extinguisher. I like the theme of the shoe. I like the color of it. I think they did a great job. I'm a little biased, remember, because I said I'm from New York. I'm a little biased. So if you're from Tokyo or from Shanghai, you might be biased on those pairs. But I think this is a real simple Air Max to wear. I think it's good to add to a collection. I like the little subtle hints of details that they have on here. I like how it's an ode to my home city and the fire department in New York. And that's really about it. I've kind of rambled enough about these. There's not too many other details to talk about. Oh, you do have a little metal button type thing here. It's not a real screw, but it is like a metal button. I probably should mention that back there in case anybody was wondering. I didn't say that. But we're going to leave the review there, guys. I just wanted to make this one kind of quick. I didn't want to drag it out too much. Wanted to let you guys decide for yourself whether you like these or not. Wanted to give you details so this way you could buy a pair. I believe they are in stock in some places, so I will try to leave some links down below if you can find these for retail. If not, you might be able to get them on StockX for retail, maybe under, maybe a little over. I'm not quite sure. I haven't checked how these were doing. But other than that, I thank you guys for stopping by. Let's get some conversation going in the comments. What do you think of these? Is this your favorite pair out of this City Pack? Did you like some of the other pairs? Did you know this pack even released? And other than that, I thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate the support from everybody. I hope to hear from you guys in the comments. Please stick around. I do have some more content coming very shortly. And I will see you guys around the next one. All right? Have a great day.